was the American, they realized that terrorist elements and the rogue states, which they believe rogue states, like they believe North Korea, Iran, and Syria, and other countries like Soviet Union. They are the rogue states for them, and they believe that these states, they face threat from these countries. So they believe that these rogue states may somehow achieve the capability and try to attack their allies and their assets in the region or beyond. Now, to protect these, from these threats, the Americans, they came up with the idea that now they have to deploy THAAD, Aegis, and Patriot systems. Now, these are the modern air defense systems which the Americans have deployed in Japan, in South Korea, and in many other parts of the East Asian region. So just protect the assets in this region, in this particular area, which is called East Asia. So primarily they are facing threat from North Korea, because Iran is not that capable to carry out any major attack against them. Iran is a conventional power, whereas North Korea is a nuclear weapon state, and it possesses capability to take out American targets in Japan, in South Korea, in Guam. So these are the bases which are under the range of North Korea, and Americans, they fear from the North Korean and the Chinese, capabilities. So this is the idea behind, and Iran is, as you can see in this slide as well, Iranian missiles are conventional missiles, and these missiles can only take out targets in this area, I think close to Israel, and beyond that they don't have any range. But they are not the major threat for the Americans. For the Americans, the major threat is North Korea, which is a nuclear weapon state. So that is the major challenge for them. Iran is not the major issue, but they claim that Iran is a major threat. And then you have got end of the ABM treaty. The ABM treaty ultimately ended without any, you can say, um, fruitful results, because both countries, Americans and the Russians, they were not interested to resolve their issue. Both were developing more aggressive capabilities. Both were not trusting each other. So major, the trust deficit was there. The end of ABM treaty proved controversial. Advocates of preserving the treaty praised it for preserving strategic stability, allowing for easy verification for each side's nuclear capacity, and maintaining the concept of deterrence. Sharply critical of US unilateral withdrawal, both the Russians and Chinese announced they would respond by increasing their nuclear arsenals. So what happened actually after the withdrawal from the ABM treaty? America started developing capabilities like THAAD, Patriot, and Aegis. ये क्या चीजें हैं? They actually protect America from any incoming missiles. Acha, when you can protect from any, yourself from any incoming missiles, automatically the other side would feel that their missiles are not going to hit America, so their nuclear deterrence would be undermined. So automatically, the countries like Russia and China, they decided to improve and add more and more nuclear warheads. So this was the idea behind which pushed the world towards arms race. And today, the Chinese and the Russians, they are developing capabilities which are really destructive. They are very powerful, and they are seriously challenging the global security and strategic stability, because they also want to maintain their security. And if America try to add up capabilities like a THAAD, Aegis, and Patriot, so the Russians would also respond with S-400 and S-500 ballistic missile defense capabilities, and the Chinese are also coming up with such type of capabilities. So this is how the arms control and disarmament regime is in serious trouble now. Why? Because no country in the world is trusting each other, and all sides they are fearful of each other and doubtful of each other's intentions and their capabilities. Same applies on India and Pakistan. Both countries, India and Pakistan, we don't trust each other. Mistrust is at top level. And this is the reason that both countries are now developing more and more capabilities, adding up more and more warheads, conventional capabilities and nuclear capabilities, just to protect themselves from each other. So this is the threat which the world is facing. So arms control and disarmament right now in the world is facing serious challenges, and this is just a dream which which is very difficult to achieve, because as I told you before, the world powers, especially America, China, Russia, leading powers, NATO, for example, France and UK, India and Pakistan, North Korea, all these countries somehow fearful from each other, and they are reluctant to reduce their nuclear warheads, their conventional capabilities, although they have reduced a lot. For example, America. Initially, they had more than 30,000, and the Russians had more than 40,000 nuclear warheads, but now they have reduced their warheads from 30,000 to 45,000. Now their nuclear warheads are close to 6 to 7,000 each. So such type of capabilities are still a major challenge for the global security, but they are not reducing the capabilities. In fact, they are improving these capabilities quantitatively and qualitatively. Mainly, they are improving these capabilities qualitatively. They are going for hypersonic capabilities. They are going for lethal capabilities, which comes in the category of offensive weapons. And with such capabilities, they are seriously challenging the global security all around the globe. So the world is sitting on a ticking time bomb, and let's see when it explodes. Thank you very much. If you got any question, please you can ask.